church was formed in 1889 in downtown Hopkins. Mizpah literally means watchtower. It's a very unusual name. It actually comes from the Old Testament. There were many members who had spent their whole life in the church, grew up in the church.
I am the third generation of my family that attended Mizpah, and actually 5 generations have attended.
There is a sweet spot between the known and the unknown.
We were struggling hard to keep the place afloat, keep the budget alive and so forth. And the final straw that kind of broke everything was the COVID shutdown. So in 2022, the decision was made to close the congregation, sell the property, and then try to move forward from there.
It was very difficult, for sure, because we were a mainstay in Hopkins. We were 134 years.
State law says that all the proceeds of the sale have to be distributed to nonprofit organizations. And so we did our best to look around the community and identify good organizations that we could support financially. And we managed to find about 40 of them, 45 of them.
And then we had another list that we hadn't touched yet, and we didn't know how to reach them.
It kind of dawned on us to think about the Minneapolis Foundation.
We were able to listen and learn from Mizpah in this particular case of where their charitable interests lie, and then match that up on the other side with organizations that aligned and were doing impactful work through an equity lens.
The Minneapolis Foundation was the professional, the one that provided the expertise.
And they have better access to the overall community to know where the needs are, better than we had. So we laid out 4 different areas that we wanted to focus our interests on: immigrants and refugees. Another was justice, equality, and civic engagement. Third was housing and human services. And lastly, senior services.
In most cases, our legacy funds, the dollars came from individuals and families that are no longer living. In the case of Mizpah and its church council, they're still here. And so we found that it was a great opportunity so that the full story could be told, so the nonprofits could see where these dollars came from and why, and at the same time allowed the church council to see how these assets were going to be used out into the community.
I found a group of people that didn't fall under donorship, but felt like they were community members who wanted to support other community members. What we have often benefited from are supporters and givers who have given us money in a flexible way. So I think for me, the Mizpah community is a community that is givers, less donors.
As painful as it was to lose the church and sell the building and disband the congregation, it's also very gratifying to know that the assets of the church are being paid forward to help other people who need it.
That is the sweet part of the bittersweet, is that we know that the heritage of Mizpah is still going on because of these contributions. We have lightened the load. We know that we did our very best, and we have really served our community locally, regionally, and internationally.